Ineke, previous IPS events, people have talked about mobile payments, mobile banking. It's a threat for the banks. It's bubbled under. This year, there's a reality with it, it seems.
Yes, it is. It's actually, I don't consider it a threat. It's an opportunity. It's the biggest technology-enabled opportunity that banks have going forward in terms of reaching out to the customer, especially to the consumers who use mobile phones in many different ways to make payments. You can think of the combination of banking and having direct access to your bank account to initiate a payment. You can thinking of mobile phones and the SIM card as a secure device where you could see NFC technology being used in the mobile phone. You could think of lots of other closed loop NFC type of solutions. Probably the biggest step forward is the combination of information, i.e. QR codes, for example. I mean, you can scan a QR code with your mobile phone, on products that you want to purchase, you make the purchase and you make the payment at the same time. It's almost scanning your QR code, and you select a pickup point, and your groceries that you scan with the QR code, you've paid for them, and you pick them up on your way home.
So it's not just a channel anymore, which is some banks have looked at it as.
No, it's more. I think it's much more than a channel. One element of it is the channel, and lots of other applications are actually using the characteristics of a mobile phone to enable payments. Because in the end, the payment is a message, a secure message to your bank or to your wallet, and take this money out of my bank account or out of my wallet and pay whoever is providing me with goods or services.
But for the last few years, it seems to be, as an observer, neither a bank nor a technology provider, I sit there and I watch new players coming along saying, we've got this snazzy gizmo, and the banks are not really playing. Now the banks, like yourselves, are actually moving up. Is it catching up, fighting back?
I don't think it's fighting back. To some extent, it's actually collaborating with these new players. And is it fighting back? Banks are not the fastest players in the world, I have to admit. I mean, new technology, innovative new players and providers tend to be a bit quicker than banks. But banks have scale. Banks, tend to have a large installed base of both consumers and retailers, corporate customers, and they can, bring them together through the payment, on the paying and the receiving end of the payment in a much wider, broader scale than some of the innovative players have. So, yes, banks are maybe a little bit late. I think it's not too late, and it's an opportunity to now big time get into the market. And I think also with the arrival of the smartphone, which has only been really 2 years old. Before there were little bits and pieces of mobile phones being used for payments, but it's only really with the smartphones that all of a sudden it's taking off.
And I must admit, I was personally quite sceptical about the whole thing because it seemed to be just about money transfer. You're suggesting some of the things you're talking about.
It's information combined with the service, combined with money transfer. It's how do you pay for a bus ticket, for example. I mean, you walk up to the bus stop, you look at, what's the next bus to arrive to take me where I want to go. You can find that actually not only on the bus stop, but also on your mobile phone. You click and you purchase a bus ticket to get on the next bus or on the next train. Or you park your car in a parking lot and you don't have cash money, but you pay for your parking ticket using your mobile phone. I mean, we have an application in the Netherlands in car wash places, where you look at your mobile phone, 5 programs to wash your car, click on one, pay up, drive your car in the car wash. And there's so many different combination of a service, information and a payment that you can do with a mobile phone.
So the only real constraints are the imaginations of the product developers.
Yeah, well,
within the bank.
And they need to be, fed with customers, consumers, and the world around them in order to be creative.
One final question though, is it really just a consumer experience, or are we going to see into small businesses, into...
Definitely, I mean, consumers are almost in their purchasing behavior similar to small businesses, and the larger corporates and the retailers so far have been on the receiving end. I mean, if you are a big supermarket store, and it's much easier for consumers to purchase online and then pick up at one point in time, you're on the creating a better customer experience for your customer, more efficient payment methods. So using mobile, but then on the receiving end of it.
Okay, that sounds like a very exciting future we've got ahead of us.
I think so.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Bye.